Okay everyone, so we basically just have the official banner of Sigewinne and Furina drop, but basically I'll just get straight to the point. What the hell are the 4-star on this banner? What happened to Kame? Whoever dropped this meme is a god. Oh, I feel sorry for Kame at this point. Like, what actually happened to him and why Gaming? Like, why? Why is he here? What happened? Gaming has just been here since, what, 4.4, right? Rosaria and Noelle, I believe, not too long ago. Like, what, 4.2 or something? Right? What happened to other character, like the one we've predicted in our video, like Sayu, right? Charlotte would probably even have been good, but what happened? Why? Okay, usually I'll be discussed more in terms of Sigewinne and Furina, but today, guys, I don't think I'll be touching on them because technically I just posted a video on Furina specifically talking about her, and I'll be posting another kind of like a pre-release discussion about Sigewinne because god, she's probably shaping up to be one of the worst character in Genshin history at this point, which is kind of really sad. But there's a lot to talk about Sigewinne specifically, but either way, honestly, to get straight to the point, Sigewinne is probably and most likely not going to be some character you want to pull if you're into the meta, apart from the fact that you love her. Because honestly, while she does look cute, you look into her design and stuff, they invested a lot into Sigewinne design, and oh my god, look at this, the color scheme, right? It's adorable. It feels like she's literally a child character who can't do damage, and it's a very fitting role of a nurse that is not meant to be on the battlefield, and it's just there for you to pull as a character and have fun. And that is pretty much it. But on the other hand, we have character next to her, which is Furina, and I've talked a lot about Furina, guys. Obviously, the video that I've just posted will be able to help you answer some of the questions regarding Furina, and I'm pretty sure that's going to help you out a lot as well. But we're going to be looking into the 4-star character, and this time, yeah, Gaming, Rosaria, and Noelle. Gaming has, I wouldn't really say he has no business doing here, because if you want, then yeah, Gaming can be on Furina's banner, right? I do have a Gaming on my account, and Gaming is actually a pretty nice character if you have him at C6. He's comparably to some of the other 5-star characters, especially the standard one, if you do have him at C6, right? So he does have a lot of potential, right? Use Furina on his team can work also. So technically speaking, if we have Gaming here on this banner, which we do, then it's not too bad because most of us don't really have Gaming already. So having him more on the account, especially when he has the potential to be a pretty good character, is a pretty nice thing to have other than some other character, right? And that's going to be Gaming. Now, Rosaria is interestingly going to be here. A little bit hard to use her nowadays, depending on which team. Oh man, I can't find my Rosaria. Oh, there she is. Right, a little bit hard to use her, but obviously you can use her on Furina team if you want to, right? Some melt team out there can still use Rosaria. Constellation-wise, pretty decent. There's some nice constellation that you can make use of. But assuming most of the time, the only reason you would want to use Rosaria is like if you don't have any other good character to use. Right, so Noelle, it's either a meme from Hoyoverse or it's not, right? One thing is because Noelle can be good on Furina team, right? Furina Noelle team is actually a thing. She's one of the fittest character can also be here, especially for 4-star, because she heals her whole team to help your team have more Furina buff overall. So Noelle has been used quite a lot, but like guys, unless you love Noelle, I don't think you guys are going to be using her. So like honestly, I don't really have a lot to talk about the 4-star character on this banner, because both Rosaria and Noelle has been here for a while, so I'm assuming you would have that C6 already. So the most important character would be Gaming. Looking into him, interesting character if you do have him. However, none of the 4-star on the banner here actually helps specifically toward Furina, so that's kind of like a sad thing. But overall, Furina is actually the character that helps the other on the team, so it makes sense that we don't really have many other characters that helps Furina. That is that. Now looking into the weapon banner, the most important one here would definitely just going to be Furina's weapon, the Splendor of Tranquil Water. As I've mentioned before, I love this weapon design. One of the best looking, quote unquote sword. If it's actually a sword, but it's more like a pole that used to hit people. Either way, one of the best looking weapon. Also very good start that you can use, right? Crit damage, still be able to use. However, the passive can mostly only be used by Furina at this point in time. So more or less going to be a weapon pool, unless you love her. However, if you don't, you've already got a good free-to-play option for Furina, then don't put this weapon banner, because next to it is Sigewinne Bow. Now, Sigewinne Bow has information hasn't been officially released, so I can't really touch on it, but it's basically an HP bow that's only the best on Sigewinne right now. And the other character that can use it slightly, not to full extent, is Yelan. So I actually do not recommend you to pull on this weapon banner if you don't really have any other choice. And you know, other than that, just go ahead and either save for your next pull or try to get more Furina constellation, and that's going to be a much better choice for you at this point. Now, in terms of looking at the 4-star weapon, Lion's Roll, not really good. Lithic Blade, not that good either, because assuming we don't use many Claymore character. I mean, if you want to use Garming, then yes, it works, but overall, we don't really have too many usage with Lithic Blade. The only best one will probably going to be Favonius Polearm. That's really good because, you know, many Polearm character on your account would love it. Favonius Kodak and Sack Bow are more or less of a choice, but it still has uses. So overall, I still don't recommend you to try and touch this weapon banner in risking of getting the undesirable 5-star weapon that you don't want, right? So overall, pull for Furina, or to actually save for some of the upcoming banners, because guess what? From some of the, you know, obviously once again, this is not official confirmation just yet. Some of the rumor a lot has been going around, and you know, there has been saying that these are the characters that are going to be coming in patch 4.8. Now we know that Emily is going to be coming, and Emily is another Dendro character. Well, obviously, we don't have official information on Emily just yet, but she's probably going to be shaping up to be a very good Dendro character, right? I've heard some say that she is comparable to Nahida and maybe even better than Nahida. It's unconfirmed information out there, so take it with a grain of salt. But also some other information, right, would be Navia is coming back, which makes sense because, well, she hasn't been back since 4.3, and since Furina has her rerun now, Navia being next, this makes sense. So Navia, absolutely amazing character, guys, the best Geo character. She's basically safe Geo, obviously not in the way you expect because she utilizes more crystallized than, you know, mono Geo comp. So Navia has her own way of doing things, but overall, she's an absolutely amazing character, right? If you've seen my Abyss video, Navia saved me from this specific Abyss with my Furina team. So yeah, if you're missing out on a DPS, you love Navia as a character, there's no point in thinking whether or not you would want to pull for Navia or not, because she's good. Now, next character is Yelan. It's been predicted to be coming back. Well, I don't think I have to discuss much about Yelan because, like, guys, she's literally one of the top 3 characters in the game. Very, very good. Don't have to discuss much. If you are, you know, if you have spare gems, right, you don't know what anything else to do, you're deciding to pull on this weapon banner, better yet, just save for Yelan and pull for her in the future. Other character would be Nilou. I have my preference with Nilou, and I know that some of you don't because, you know, either you really love Nilou or you don't, because Nilou only has one gameplay. It's Nilou Bloom Team, right? It's named after Nilou Bloom Team for a reason, because she's just an absolutely fantastic character who turned Bloom Team in a totally different meta tier. Still one of the best team at this point in time, guys. So, like, I've seen, if you have a lot of trouble with this Abyss, Nilou Bloom Team have been saving so many accounts on this Abyss. Very, very good character, especially with the fact that Emily is coming soon, who's another Dendro character. Furina is here, and Furina is one of the best characters to be on Nilou Bloom Team right now. Other than that, she doesn't really need much of an investment, guys. Just basically get Nilou on your account, right? If you are looking for a free-to-play option, sack Sword and Nilou is very much good to go, right? The rest is just going to be on your other Dendro character to do, you know, the Bloom Core to deal the damage, right? So 4.8, if these information turns out to be true, a lot of good characters are going to be coming. So honestly speaking, I most likely would just recommend you to save on this weapon banner. Sorry, not just weapon banner, but this whole banner if you don't want anything to do with Furina. Love Furina, want pull for a constellation, yes, by all means goes ahead, because Furina, very, very good character. She's going to be around as a very good character for a long time. I don't think I have to discuss much into that, but other than that, if you don't, go ahead and save your Primo Gems and wait for more information toward, you know, the end of the second phase patch, and you have more information then to make a better decision. So guys, I think that's all I have to say regarding this video. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me till this part. If you do have any question or any comment, just leave it down in the comment section, and I or some lovely other Genshin player will get to you there. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, as I post a lots of Genshin's podcast style rail as well with Ring Wave video guides for you to enjoy. With that, I wish you a super day, and I will catch you on my next video.